Back Row Ministry, the World Premiere, Mr. Mahdi, coming back at you live and direct from the Kia Optima Studios. Mockery continues in America, and for all you sports fans, I am a sports observer. I like to decode sports is a hobby of mine, and I did take the time to decode the NBA Finals. It's kind of crazy finals. Started off and ended the way that I thought it was. I did have Lakers, Bucks. I had Nets, Lakers at one point, but definitely had Bucks slated to be there. Should have just stayed with my initial assumption. And in the end, the Bucks did, get the job done and did become crowned the NBA champions. But the whole mockery of, the event is always something that the elite cherish to mock the people. So if you remember the day the Bucks won, and this is July 20th, this story came out. The Bucks football team were being honored by Joe Biden at the White House. The Bucks football team, who had just won the NFL championship. This is the same day prior to this basketball game taking place. And we talk about the Bucks Phoenix series. I don't know if you guys remember the Economist magazine. A lot of people are starting to point at the Economist magazine cover. We've been talking about, this cover for a couple of years. Let's see if I can pull it up. Let's see if I can pull up this Economist magazine cover. See if I can pull up any images of this Economist magazine cover. Well, the Economist magazine cover is always one of those funny things. It has different depictions on it, and it's a cover with, um, and here it is here. This is the Economist magazine cover with the Phoenix on the cover and the 1010 ritual, the 1010 symbolism. And the Phoenix is burning up the bucks or burning up the dollars. So with our decode, originally what we perceived that to be was the Phoenix Suns were going to win based on the Phoenix sitting on the bucks, burning up the bucks. But you definitely, when you deal with these people, you have to look at it from various angles, and it also looks like the Phoenix is rising from the Bucks. Phoenix is rising from the Bucks. So we've been talking about the coming war. The Phoenix has been symbolized um, in various ways over the last couple of months, especially during the pandemic. The whole NAFTA, not fucking around crew. Remember the leader had on the Phoenix flag and all this. So it's been a lot of symbolism about the Phoenix. You've been riding with me for a while. We've talked about the importance of them getting their hands on the Phoenix gene and them trying to take the gene and manipulate it for themselves. And you see that in sports. You see the Devin Bookers and the homies and all these folk that they're trying to create as their creation of what the true Bantuel should look like. So that was our interpretation. And of course, our interpretation was wrong. The Phoenix Suns were going to be sitting on top of the Bucks, but the Bucks were going to be crowned the champion. But that doesn't, in itself, mean that there's going to be a good ending for the Bucks. And of course, the Bucks represent the dollars. And as you see in Economist magazine, the dollars are burning. The dollars are burning, and the Phoenix is burning the dollars. And that's the fear now as we come into the war, that their time has come to an end, and America's time has come to an end. We know the time of the dollar is over. There will be a new system put in place. That's what this whole period of wearing masks and transformation and all that stuff is preparing you for mentally. Like I'm telling my daughter, you have to be physically prepared for things like space travel and stuff like that. But the coming war, the coming spiritual war, that the devil's not ready for. He's not ready for the spiritual warfare that's coming. So he knows the phoenix is going to rise, and he knows the phoenix is going to set the bucs ablaze. He knows that is going to take place. So he's got to create his own heroes to come to the rescue in his own mind. I always say this is in the devil's own mind. The devil has his own mind state, but it never really works out. So here we have Giannis of the Bucks, number 34. Giannis representing a new King David. He's the new crown king of the NBA. We know the days of LeBron are coming to an end. They have to crown a new king, and Giannis has been crowned the new David or the new David. And we saw the fake injuries that were going on during the NBA Finals. LeBron, Davis, Anthony Davis. There's a bunch of fake injuries took place, but it was all just to make room for the Milwaukee Bucks and the new King David or Giannis. And remember now, last year the Bucks were the team who decided that they weren't going to play because of the fake shooting in Kenosha. Remember the shooting in Kenosha that we don't know the outcome or what took place with that. But they were the team who decided to walk off the court and not play, and started the whole boycott piece during the pandemic. But no fans there anyway. But that took place. So Giannis scores 50 points. So Giannis went to Chick-fil-A. He scored 50 points in this game. And the headline, Giannis celebration meal, 50 chicken nuggets. Now the 50 is important because this championship comes 50 years after the first championship that the Milwaukee Bucks ever won with Mr. Lou Alcindor or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So that was the history. That was the history of that win, that they got the 50th win. But all coming on the day where the Bucks, it's all on the day where Tom Brady and the Bucks show up at the White House to be honored for winning that title. And that's the mockery. The minute that you saw Tom Brady show up at the White House, and prior to that, I told a lot of young men that, through the use of gematria, still learning the practice of decoding. Decoding can be easy, but it also can be very difficult because they'll throw so many different scenarios at you. But I mess with a lot of guys in the community, and their numbers. When you do the numbers, you gotta take what they give you and gotta look at them and for what they are. If they just don't add up, it's always a sequence. I'm learning. It is a connection somewhere. You just got to find that connection. Like putting a puzzle together when you go. So the puzzle fits is like baseball yesterday, Dodgers versus Giants. Somebody picked the Giants to win. The Dodgers to win because the pitcher get 25th win. That's stupid. I hate to say it about this person, but that's real stupid. You got to have a broad. And the person knows better. But you have to look at it a little bit different than where the pitcher just can get the 25th win, because if he was paying attention, the other pitcher could get the 53rd win against the Dodgers. Dodgers is a 53 team. Plus he got his 10th win of his career, and Dodgers is a 55 team. 55 is a 10th prime number. So when you see things like that, plus the other pitcher stayed on 10 losses. He stayed on 10 losses doing that situation, meaning that he's not going to get a win or a loss. That's another important thing about baseball. So you got to encompass everything. And when I kind of looked and I saw that a 6 could be there, they needed 6 wins to do this overall in the history of these two teams. I just needed to find, well, where's the six come and play? And that's what I messed up on one game where I didn't catch the 25. I would have caught the 25. But once that 25 played, I knew it was over because of the 26 that played. And take the Bucks, some quick gematria for you. And see, the Bucks are 26. And the Bucks all time, if you pull up the playoff record between, you can use something called StatMuse, StatMuse, StatMuse. If you go on StatMuse and pull up the all-time playoff record between the Suns and the Bucks went 2-6. Where the Suns went 2-6 against the Bucks. The Bucks went 6-2. It's the all-time playoff record. So the 26 is the God number. Call 26 the God number. So anytime you see like a God number, you'll see the number 26. 26, 55, 10. These are God numbers. That's why in that baseball game yesterday, Rallis, pitchers like that had the God number on it because these are going to be the next big stars. But 26 is the God number, and the God Giannis was crowned on the 20th. He was crowned on the 20th. Crowned 37-12 was crowned. And that's on a day with 37 numerology. Today is a day with 35 numerology. So, just got to be paying attention to things like that. But a lot of moving parts. Giannis, the new King David or David of the NBA, their creation, but is also the beginning of the end for the dollar, beginning of the end for America, the beginning of the end for capitalism, because they know the Phoenix is coming. That's why the injection is so important, because they have to stop what's going to take place. And the safest way to stop something, hey, make sure you, uh, neutralize everybody. Everybody is a threat. Doesn't matter who you are, what color you are, where you come from. Everybody is a threat. But it's too late. At the end of the day, the gods are coming. That's why the UFO sightings have increased. The gods are on their way, and there must be retribution. There must be, a reckoning. We all must pay for the things that we've done. We all must prepare to get ready to pay for the things that we've done. But that reckoning is upon us, and they know that. They know that the phoenix coming. That's why they need that gene. They want to harness it. And as they always do, they want to manipulate the situation, thinking that they can create something that will offset the future. But unfortunately, the future comes, rather you want it to or not. So that was the ritual. That was the ritual. The celebration meal, 50 chicken nuggets after he scored 50 points, 50 years after the Milwaukee Bucks won the first championship. And that's the mockery. They know who's going to win these things. Truth be know it, they know who's going to win. They've already put the script together. That's why we call it a script. They know. They're just mocking you all the way. You get your blood pressure up for nothing. Really, you waste your time. Really, you waste your time. Because if you watch some of the sports, you'll see just how ridiculous some of it is. Where, baseball, a guy 1 out away, he could throw a ball, you up, 0-2, and 0 balls, 2 strikes. You can throw the ball anywhere and get a guy baited in the swing. He trying to stay alive, and you just throw a little off pitch over the plate, and let him get a hit. I mean, it's just stupid stuff. But this is what they do. Or they pull a pitcher. One guy's pitching great, and then they pull a pitcher, and this other pitcher comes in and lets the team get 3, 4 home runs, all on purpose, all mockery, all designed to get you where they want you to be. And that's how sports is. Like I say, have fun with it, but don't get your blood pressure up. And even in our community, you got people cussing and fussing and just getting really, really caught up in the foolishness. It's fun. We know it's mockery. It has nothing to do with what's going to take place. At the end of the day, what's going to take place is going to take place. This reality is going to come to an end. And that's it. It's just a picture reality. All realities change. At some point, this reality is going to change to become the new reality. And a lot of us aren't going to like what the new reality looks like. Like I say, the manipulators. Dude, what type of driving you doing? She's about to crash into me. She's not paying attention. But the manipulators are doing what they do. We have to make sure that we do what we have to do. And definitely work on spiritual cleansiness. But for some of us, the damage has been done. We have to pay the price. But still, at the end of the day, make sure you're doing what you have to do to keep yourself safe, your family safe, and you're remembering that there is a power greater than us in this universe. And sooner or later, that power is going to come and it's going to request answers and it's going to request clarity. And that time is now. The buck stops here, they say. The buck stops here. Mr. Mahdi, background.